Should do it again. Ow! Hello everybody, James Spilling here. Today, slightly unusual, I'm going to start a new series based upon an existing series of films that I'm already doing. One track, one library, but in this instance, the library in question has to be under $10. Clever people at Soundiron released a library based upon hitting one of these, a percussive light bulb thing, you know. Yeah, you can do quite a lot with this. They released a percussive light bulb library called Luminabells. I don't think it's new. In fact, I know it's not new because it's part of the anti-drum pack. But I got it on offer for $9. I think it currently retails at $15, but for $9, so just under the $10 limit. Anyway, I've written a track. So let's find out what it sounds like, shall we? It's sort of, yeah, it sounds like a light bulb. This is Luminabells, and this is what you get. You need the full version of Contact for this, and I always put it in my quick load, so it makes it easy to find. So you get lots of custom FX presets all the way down here, for your goodness. So all the way down that, loads of them, and then this is your standard Luminabells, which is this one. And let me talk you through it. So you've basically got 4 layers of goodness. First layer, I have, as you will see, Lumina Ensemble, which is basically, what's this? It's all sorts of clicks and pops, and you can decide what you want. So at the minute I've got the Lumina Ensemble, and you've got all of these clicks. You've got 44 solo clicks and 3 swooshes. So if you want one in particular and map it across your keyboard, you just pick it. So let's go for 44 or 43. So that is all pitched. Layer 2, you can do exactly the same. Let's have, I don't know, solo kick 1 this time. It's only 1. So, and by the way, this is volume, so I'm going to turn the volume up. In fact, let's have something like slightly louder. There we go. So that's layer 2, and this is layer 1, and that's turning off and on. And that's each one. So let's pan layer 1 to the left, which is here, pan left. Let's pan layer to the right. Let's offset, I don't know, layer 2 slightly, so you can hear some sort of difference. Nice. Maybe change the attack a bit. Yeah, very cool. So volume of each, attack of each, offset of each. This is the release of each. Vibrato. How do you vibrato a light bulb? How do you vibrato a light bulb? I don't quite get that. Anyway, I think it it means the ambience and the synths. Panning. There we go. Pitch. So the inside dial is 4 cents and the outside is in semitones. Up and down, up and down. Press Control click or Command click and it centers it. So then you have your ambience. Now this is all lots of fun stuff. So all filament shake. Sounds like metal crickets. CF hum. Oh, that's a good sort of, you know, computer monitor sound. Yeah, fluorescent hum. Oh, I like that. Nice. Turn the volume up. That's evil. Fluorescent organ. filament shake. So electron 1. I like these ambiences a lot. Lumbience, or lumbience, no, it's lumbience. Lumbience sounds rude. And lumbience 20. So there we go. Let's try the vibrato on this one. Anyway, subsynths. Let's turn you off. So subsynths, sine, good sine, saw, square, triangle, dial tone. I'm sorry, no one's in. Quite weird. Blend. That's a blend of all of them, I'm imagining. White noise. Brown. Oh. Brown noise. Pink. Pink 1 and pink 2. Always very useful to have noise. So this is a crossfade. So what you can do is you could put, I don't know, let's say you want to introduce some pink noise. Let's introduce some pink noise. So put it on B, and you go switch to A, and you can assign this to the mod wheel or anything you like, but I'm going to just drag it with my mouse. And let's play some ambience and introduce some white noise. Yeah, fairly easy. As with so many Soundiron libraries, in fact probably all of them I can remember, you get gorgeous FX rack full of fun stuff. Click to see what you want, and you get all of these that you want. Right, now let's have delay. So let's actually turn it onto a bulb. Turn that off. There's a delay. And I have to squint. I have to squint to see that because it's too small. That's pretty good. Chorus. And so blah blah blah. Phase and rotator. That's quite fun. That is quite fun. And a reverb. Turn it off. Excellent. Right. Enough of that nonsense. So I haven't even talked about the settings. This little tiny cog that you might have missed. Press it and you get your LFO, your filters and your hops, and you can do lots of fun things. Oh God. Let's turn you off. Empty. 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 Right, I'm going to keep the reverb on. And let's go to this. So, if we turn the ARP on, you've got your presets. The nice thing about this is you can purge unused samples, which I always like in libraries. It saves on my computer. Turn on the filter. Pretty cool, LFO. Yeah, loads to be playing around with. So anyway, enough of that. Let's actually show you what I did. And we started with grainy. I called it grainy. And actually all I used on this was a layer 2. You'll notice it was on the custom FX presets of FX grainy. It had all sorts of other things in it, and I just chose layer 2 and subsynth. And then what I actually found is that in bouncing them to audio, I did bounce them separately, so I had more control, because I'm afraid I'm like that. I want more control. So this is what it was soloed. Play. I mean, it's almost sort of, it's almost Solaris meets Moon, if you get me. Anyway, and then I added all sorts of weird things. I added clangs, so I called it a clong, but it's this. Quite a nice clong. And yeah, I sort of made that really. So with layer 1, layer 2 and ambience. Yeah, and in fact, and then cricket talk. I mean, some of these sounds really, really look quite lovely. And I kept thinking to myself, this is only $9. And you got so much to play and create, and that makes me happy. So, oh yes, marimbells. Because it sounded like a marimba. So let me just play you some cricket talk going into marimbells with the grainy. Oh, and a bit clong. Good. And you will also see something here called short circuit. With all this automation that's added underneath it, it's sort of this sort of static, but actually I felt that it detracted. I mean, it's quite cool and computer gamey thing, but it detracted from the incredibly, it was almost a barren, you know, melancholy track. So I thought if we start getting more glitchy and lights flickery, it turns into horror meets melancholy meets weird. Anyway, I called this art. It wasn't an art, it was just more of a pad. Yeah, I mean, it's just a really nice sound, isn't it? So this is what it was. I'm literally just using the subsynth, and the setting was just a sine wave. See what you can do with a sine wave? Nice. Oh, and then because most of what I do, I always end up having to have some sort of movement because I can't cope without it. I called it a low pulse. This is what it was. With all those goodnesses on it, so there's a cabinet, some distortion in there, delay, obviously, and again, just this solo click, doing stuff on an ARP. So, I think you're getting it. Sleigh bells. Well, they were sort of more monster sleigh bells. With what seems to sound like a storm. In fact, did I? Yeah. Oh, that's right. I put them incredibly low and incredibly short. So if you hold, just ended up getting too much ambience. But I wanted just a little bit of it. So that's what I did. Oh yeah, bit of static never hurt anyone. And I put that, so with some sleigh bells it sounded like this. And you'll probably notice I had a little modulation from the mod wheel on this one. Let's find it, shall we? Here we go. See the crossfade? So there we go. Do you remember me talking about that crossfade? Did I talk about that crossfade? I think I did. But one more time. Angry sleigh bells. I think, without further ado, I mean, it's fairly simple, really. In fact, let me get rid of all these, and then I'll show you my bounces. Here are my lovely bounces. Let's turn the grid on because I can't cope without it. Here we go. So I didn't really do much to this in terms of mixing. A lot of getting rid of an awful lot of low end. Here we go again, low end, a low end, you know, low pulse. Oh, I got rid of a bit of woofy stuff. And then, yeah, lots of reverbs. What was this one? Oh, a bit of vitamin from Waves. I tend to accentuate the tops of this just to give a bit more width. So without it, this is without it, and with. But let me, was that a good enough example? Let me try this. Without it, with. So this just, this is basically your gain, and then this is your stereo spread. So it just stretches out the top frequencies. So this is the frequency, basically, top frequencies. And I quite like it. So I use that a lot. What else? That's pretty much it. I think I should play you the track, folks. Oh yes, and also you can see this short circuit pad that I ended up not wanting. So in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hide that so you don't even see it and it doesn't even put you off. So here is Solaris meets Moon meets thoughtful contemplation meets barren sadness, lonely moonscape, lonelyscape. Anyway, depression. Maybe I'll shut up now. So it's not that depressing, is it? I hope not. I mean, it sort of sounds sort of sacred-y. I quite like it. Anyway, if you liked it and you want to have it, you can get some stems or you want to sync with it. I'll leave the link as always below. In the meantime, enjoy light bulb making. Luminabells. I like it. Thank you once again, everybody, for listening this far and so far and all the way through. So that made all those sounds. Pretty cool, hey? So please subscribe, do one of them, ring a bell, leave a comment. Leave a comment about what other random everyday object I can make sound on. Or let me know who already has, and I will grab their library under $10. Remember? Until the next time, I will bid you good night. Good night.